there are three mistakes which you might make in your MBA interview preparation, which can cost you your career. This is that serious. A lot of MBA aspirants, they think that, hey, the most important thing to prepare for the interviews is general knowledge or general awareness. I've not seen any student get rejected because he or she did not know an answer from GK or from general awareness. But there are three other things which are important for you, which you need to completely know because they are a make or break for you. This video is about that. Hi, I am Darpan Saxena, an MBA graduate from IIM Udaipur, and let's get on with the video. So what are these three things which are important? I'll head on to those three things right away. Here is what it is. There are three mistakes which you can make in your MBA interview preparation, which you need to know right now so that you can avoid them. Here is the mistake number one. A very big mistake, having no goal clarity. Now, this is important. When I'm saying goal clarity, a lot of MBA students, they say to me that, but sir, first year of MBA is about exploring that, okay, first year may we'll go and explore whether we need to do finance or marketing or sales or HR or operations. And then after that, we will set a goal for ourselves. That is wrong. That's not wrong, I would say, but that is something which is not going to help you in your MBA admission interviews, because when you're sitting there in front of the interviewers from some of the best B schools, you've got to have a goal clarity. You've got to know why you're pursuing MBA. So when I'm talking about goal clarity, here is what I'm effectively talking to you about. Whether you have goal clarity about either of these four things, that which domain you want to work in, is it marketing, finance, operations, HR, consulting, what it is, or whether you know about the industry or the sector you want to work in. Probably it could be FMCG, e-commerce, education, consulting, something like that, IT services, financial services, fintech, I don't know. Or probably it could be the exact job role which you are aiming for. A lot of students, when they are going for the prestigious B schools, they know exactly that, okay, which organization hires at which job role, and hence they know that, okay, that is what I'm aiming for. Probably it could be all of that, or it could be about certain alternate outcomes which you are expecting from your MBA. Probably you might want to build a startup of your own. Probably you might want to go back to your family business, or probably you might want to become a freelancer, a global consultant. It could be anything. All of these are very valid goals. So never be under this impression that there is only one kind of goal which you can say that, hey, this is the job I want, or this is the organization I want. I would go to the extent of saying, even if that company which you're aiming to go to does not come to the B school which you are interviewing for, it is okay to have that as a goal. The idea is, the bottom line is that the biggest mistake you can commit, the first biggest mistake which you can commit, is that not spending enough time in your interview preparation thinking about your goal, that what you want to do. Because, my dear friends, MBA is not the goal. MBA is only a means to that goal. And hence, you need to spend some time in identifying the goal. It is important. It leaves a great impression on the interviewers. It makes them know that you're not somebody who's just pursuing MBA just for the sake of it. That is important. Let me quickly move on to the mistake number two. The mistake number two is over here. It is having no answer to why MBA, or having a very inauthentic, fake and made up answer for why MBA. Now, a lot of MBA aspirants, they want to create a very good answer for why MBA. They go to their coaching institutes and they spend a lot of time with their gurus preparing a good answer for why MBA. The fact is, why MBA is not just one question, or why MBA is not just one answer which you need to craft. No, why MBA is a much deeper philosophy. I address this in my workshops as well. I conduct free workshops each week in which I give a framework of how do you need to think about why MBA. And right now I'll be speaking to you about that. How do you need to research on your why MBA? Because even this requires your effort to actually research and find your answer. See, here is the thing. What you need to know about your why MBA is that you need to, first of all, know these three things: that what is your past, what is your present, and what do you aspire to do in the future. Obviously, your future will come from the first point which I said, that you need to have a goal clarity. So your why MBA answer should completely encapsulate all of these things, that hey, this is what I am and this is what I aspire to do, and hence MBA makes a very logical sense for me to do, because it makes my journey from this present to the future very simple, streamlined and straightforward. Something of that sort. But then for that, again, you need to remember what are the major constituents in जो भी अभी मैंने आपको आंसर भी बोला, उसमें भी मेजर दो constituents थे. वो क्या थे? वो थे एक, what is your present and what is your future. Until and unless you're sorted with these two things, you will never craft an authentic answer for why MBA, and this is the second biggest mistake which you as an aspirant can commit. I have already warned you. Now this is up to you how you handle this. Then the third thing which you need to know about, the third mistake which you can commit in your MBA interview prep is an even more serious one, because that is where you could have sealed the game for yourself. But if you've completed the first two, and if you ensure that the first two are fine, even if you will not do the third one, you will still be in problem. What is that third one? It's about having no profile altogether, because what you need to understand is that while you have told them that okay, this is why I want to do MBA, the thing about profile which you need to understand, my dear friends, is that your profile is the proof for your why MBA. Please note this down somewhere. Your profile is the proof. It works as a proof for your why MBA. Therefore, that is why profile is important. Again, a mistake which students make in understanding the profile is not just about your class 10th, 12th and UG scores. There are certain controllables and uncontrollables in your profile. The uncontrollables in your profile is what you usually think when I say to you profile. It is your class 10th score, your class 12th score, your UG score, whether you are an engineer or non-engineer, or whether you are a male or a female. These are the usual things which we think which constitutes our profile, but these are not the only things. There are certain controllables which you can still control. What are these? You can improve, enhance, accentuate your candidature, your profile by doing some of these things which are still under your control. Having a side hustle or a side project or a solopreneurship project. I speak about this one secret in my workshops as well. So if you're somebody who wants to know what exactly I'm talking about, attend my live workshop. It's free. Probably internships, jobs, creating some extracurricular activities. All of these things are some things which are still in your control. So even if you're an aspirant who's appearing for your interviews in the next 4 weeks, suppose, this still is important for you. You can start off a side hustle project and make it count in your interviews. That will be very valuable. Or obviously, if you're an aspirant who's appearing for CAT 1 year later, you have a lot of time to do all of these things. So my dear friends, what you have in front of you is the entire story, that these are the 3 mistakes which you can commit, because these mistakes, I've seen it so often that I had to make this video for you. I hope you've understood this, and I hope that you've been warned so that you do not commit these mistakes like everyone else will. I'll see you in another video. Thanks a lot and goodbye.